Hey guys, I'm Anthony Renna from 50for50.fit. We're going to talk about maximizing your time in the gym when you're working with fat loss or on fat loss. And in the 6 Easy Ways PDF, which by the way, if you haven't gotten that, the link is in the description. I talk about the science behind this protocol, whether I got that from Andrew Huberman and his Huberman Lab podcast out of Stanford, or Mike T. Nelson from the metabolic certification, metabolic flexibility certification. There's a lot of research and a lot of science behind this, talking about this idea that we kind of start out with some intense exercise, anywhere from 15 to 40 minutes, using the high intensity stuff, and then follow the workout with anywhere from 15 to 40 minutes of zone 2 cardio. So the idea is we're gonna burn some of the carbs, the glucose early on, right? And then we're gonna, with the zone 2 stuff, we're gonna look for fat to utilize for that energy. So one way I do it in 50 for 50 challenge is we do strength circuits, total body strength circuits, and then we follow them with the zone 2 cardio. But I actually mix the zone 2 inside my circuit. So I call it Big 4 Cardio Restore. Especially for us guys, we need to kind of sneak in some mobility as well. So we're gonna do 2 upper body movements, a push and a pull. And we're gonna do 2 lower body movements, more of a squatting pattern and a hinging pattern, okay? We're gonna just show some basic exercises. We do those 4 exercises, we do 1 minute of cardio, and that could be anything. Just set that kind of 65 to 75% max heart rate, okay? Kind of getting that heart rate up a little bit, but nothing too crazy. And then we follow that with some stretches for, the 2 minute. We have a 2 minute rest, and I like to kind of utilize that rest period to kind of get some mobility in. As guys, we hate to do any kind of stretching, so it's a good time to do it while we're resting. So let me just show you how we're gonna do this. I'm gonna do 4 exercises. I'm gonna do an upper body, lower body, another upper body, another lower body, and that cardio, and then the stretch. So and I'm trying to take out some of the excuses here. We're just gonna go with 2 dumbbells right now, okay? It doesn't matter what the weight is. These are light. In this gym, they only have up to 25 pounds, but it doesn't really matter right now. I just want you to I want you to move. That's the main thing. But look, we're gonna stay in this little area right here. So I'm gonna do a dumbbell bench press, and I'll go for about 10 reps here, 8 to 10 reps. You could do more or less depending on where you're at, okay? I'm not gonna do all the reps in this, but so I'll go into that's my dumbbell chest press, come back up. I'll take one of the dumbbells and I'm gonna go into a goblet squat, okay? So I'm gonna hold the dumbbell just like this, and I'm gonna basically use the bench as a guide, sit back on that, lightly touch the bench, and get my goblet squat in, okay? So went from upper body to lower body squatting pattern, okay? And now I'm gonna go, I did the dumbbell bench press. So for every press or push movement, I wanna do a pull movement. So for every chest press, I wanna do a row. For every shoulder press, I wanna do a pull down or a pull up. So we're gonna go and just keep this weight, and I'm gonna go and do my 1 arm row, okay? Nice flat back, pulling here. Again, this isn't really a video to show you exercise technique, just to give you an idea of the format that we're using at 50 for 50 that's been proven. So I'm starting to get my heart rate up here, right? Because I'm going from one exercise to the other, okay? And I'll finish that up. Now I'm gonna go, I did my upper body, lower body, upper body. Now I'm gonna go back to the lower body. So I need a different movement. And I'm gonna work the hinge. So what some people might call a Romanian deadlift. Get the knees nice and soft, push my butt back, and drive up through the floor. So I'm working this hinging pattern, deadlift pattern, getting my heart rate up here. There's no rest in between these 4 exercises, okay? Now it's time for the cardio. It could be anything. It could be get on the treadmill, get on the bike, get on the rower. Again, I'm trying to show you, take some excuses away. You're gonna tell me you don't have that. Guys, if you wanna do jumping jacks, do jumping jacks for a minute. If you have to stop every 10, that's fine. You can run in place, right? I mean, I'll get that heart rate up, right? It might not be ideal, but I can get up. If I'm at my house, I can walk around, 30 seconds and 30 seconds back, a nice brisk walk, trying to get the heart rate up. I can run right next to the bench, forward and back. Just kind of keep moving, right? This is gonna get my heart rate up. I can, switch it up if I wanna make it, a little less boring. I can go side to side. That's my 1 minute kind of cardio, get the heart rate going a little bit. And now, I'm basically gonna stretch what's tight. So for me, I love like a hip stretch. So the research calls for a 2-minute rest. I don't want you sitting on your butt during that time, because you're only gonna sit there for 45 seconds and then go again. You need to kind of recoup, get it back. That should have been pretty intense if we did it right. And then I'm gonna do a stretch and just kind of get my heart rate back down. Using some breathing. Just stay in here, just be nice and comfortable, get a little bit of a stretch, feel that, okay? And then, you can switch them up after anywhere from 45 seconds to a minute. Again, we want that 2-minute rest, we want to recoup. So once I do that, I get those stretches in, now I'm back. Now I gotta go back and I gotta go. What are my 4 exercises? It'll be the bench press, right? The goblet squat to the bench, the 1-arm row, and then the hinge pattern into the cardio, into the stretches. So that idea, that circuit will take you anywhere from 4 to 7 minutes, okay? Depending on, I'm right in this little box, it's gonna be pretty quick for me. If I'm in a gym, I understand it's gonna take a little bit longer to move around, I understand that, but we're gonna go for anywhere from 3 to 5 of these, depending on how much time. But this is the way to maximize that time in the gym. We get some really super high intense, get a little bit of cardio, keep that heart rate up. Now, the workout's over. I'm gonna go for a 20-minute walk. All right, we talked about time. We don't have enough time. I don't have time for the 20-minute walk. You do have time, and this is the way you're gonna maximize all this time. Again, we're looking for the glucose or carbs for energy with the high intensity stuff. Now we're gonna use fat for that energy. So whether that's a brisk walk or get back on one of the cardio machines if you have it in your house. I like to go rucking. I put a weighted backpack on, try to pick up my pace a little bit. That gets my heart going a little bit as well. I'm gonna do that anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes. I also like to ride my bike to the gym. So after the workout, I get that nice cool down, and the zone 2 cardio is really nothing. It's not gonna kill you, right? That's the good part about it. It's kind of easy. You're moving around, you can still talk. It's starting to get hard, but it's not like the high intensity interval stuff. That's how we do it in 50 for 50. We alternate those. We kind of come up with some different ones. It's called the Big 4 Cardio Restore. Guys, if you have any questions, let me know.